I often get the question, where in the US is surrogacy legal? It's a lot to talk about, so I'm going to split it up into two parts. Let's jump into part one of where in the US is surrogacy legal. What's up? I'm Corlandos Scott, and I'm an assisted reproduction attorney in California. And no, I don't practice in all 50 states, so this is definitely not advice from your attorney because I'm not your attorney yet. I want to, though, cover where is surrogacy legal, and let's just do an educational overview of where you might be able to undergo the process. In this video, we're going to talk about my favorite states for surrogacy, and we're also going to talk about the factors involved in surrogacy for these states. Let's dive in. If you've been rocking with me at any length of time now, you've probably heard me say that not all states are created equally when it comes to whether or not you can do surrogacy. So I'll just reiterate that point here. So it becomes crucially important that you know the rules in the state that you're looking to do the process. As of right now, there are at least 47 states that allow surrogacy either by mention of it in their law or by the fact that it's not mentioned at all. And so people kind of see it as, I guess I can do it. They didn't say I couldn't. But if you're interested in exploring third-party reproduction and surrogacy in specific, I would advise that you do it in what I call a surrogacy-friendly state. And when I talk about surrogacy-friendly state, I'm talking about states that allow for surrogacy to be done in the state, and they allow both compensated and altruistic surrogacy. If you're curious about what that means, what is altruistic versus compensated, then make sure you subscribe to my channel, click the button beside the subscribe button, the little bell, so you'll get notified when I release new videos, and then go back and watch the video on the types of surrogacy. Yeah, I'll talk about altruistic versus compensated in that video. The other thing that my favorite types or surrogacy-friendly states allow is for parents to be considered the legal parents by court order prior to the birth of the baby. That's what we call a pre-birth order. So let me run through a quick list of my favorite states for surrogacy. Let's see here. I think it's going to come as no surprise as the first state on my list is California. You guessed it. I love California, not only because I live there. I don't necessarily love all the taxes and stuff or the traffic, but I love it, okay? And it's especially because of how friendly California is towards surrogacy. In California, we recognize surrogacy contracts, and we also allow for parents to be legally and judicially declared to be the rightful legal parent prior to the birth of the child. What else do we have on the list? We have Connecticut, Delaware, DC, Maine. We also have New Hampshire. Now double check your laws if you live in New Hampshire because they have some laws pertaining to post-birth adoption by married intended parents. So double check the laws there. We also have New York. New York is the newest player on the field, and New York really passed some really aggressive and surrogacy-friendly laws this past year that go into effect in February 2021. So make sure if you're in New York, follow up on that, find out what rights you have, and take advantage of the newfound freedom to do surrogacy in New York. Where are we on the list? We have Nevada and Oregon. We have Rhode Island, and last but not least, we have Washington. I would say these are my favorite states for considering the surrogacy process. Hey, before I go to the next point, let me ask a quick question. Do I have anybody watching from any of my favorite surrogacy states? If you are from any of my favorite surrogacy states, leave a comment below. Let me know. Say, Washington in the house. I'd love to see. Now, you may be asking, Corlandos, you have a list of favorite states, but you said that all states aren't created equally, and that's the truth. So you may be wondering, well, what factors make some states a little different from other states? Well, here's something to keep in mind as you're looking through your own state's laws around surrogacy. Many times it boils down to the status of the intended parent or parents. Now, that means, are you a single intended parent? Are you a married set of intended parents? Are you in a civil relationship or civil union as it's referred to in some states? Are you a same-sex couple? Are you a heterosexual couple that's unmarried? So all of these play a role. So make sure that you know what the nuances are in the state law where you're looking to do surrogacy. Now, regardless of whether you live in New York, California, Washington, or Nevada, wherever you live, even if it's a surrogacy-friendly state, there are still rules that you must abide by. So making sure you're in the right place is one thing, but making sure you do things the right way within that state is a totally different thing. So if you're watching this video and you're wondering, well, how do I go about surrogacy? What are the main things I need to keep in mind? You're in luck because I created something just for you and it's free. If you click the link below, you can get access to my 3 T's of Successful Surrogacy framework. And this is something that I designed as my framework for how I walk all of my clients through the surrogacy process in a way that allows them to not lose sleep, time, or money. My 3 T's are this. I'll give you the teaser. It's team, terms, and tact. But if you want to know how all those things play into your surrogacy process, make sure you click the link below and get access to that free tool. Also, hey, make sure you subscribe because remember, part 2 is coming out and you don't want to miss part 2.